Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Farts and Crap Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Danjo here with another retro classics series brought to you in no small part by the channel members here on the Farts and Crap Show. To those of you who are unfamiliar, one of the main perks for channel memberships here is you guys get to vote on retro classics series that get made here. And we'll get more into that later in the thank yous, specifically at the end of the video, as we always do. And this time it is Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, running on the Nintendo Switch. And I was considering doing a different version of this game, because I do have it on PS4 as well as 3DS, actually. And unfortunately, the sequel did not come to the 3DS platform. And I don't believe we ever got the Vita version that was promised. Or the Wii U? Was it the Wii U? It's the Wii U or the Vita. Anyway, it was one of those. But yeah, I already had it on 3 platforms. So I mainly compared it to the PS4 version, which I was originally going to do. But then I thought, the game might have been updated. And they did eventually update it, so both versions are now to version 1.1. Which, a while ago, the Switch did not have the update, but I guess they're all on the same version now. And I did a little bit of testing in my recording setup here, and I was actually getting slightly lower amounts of input latency on the Switch, so that was really cool. And it might be the controller that I'm using, because I am currently using my new 8BitDo Pro 2 wired controller, which is now basically my favorite controller ever? Question mark? It's up there. It's my favorite Switch controller for sure. But yeah, this game is great. It's made by Artplay and Inti Creates, headed by Iga, the man behind the magic, who basically revived Castlevania as Bloodstained, in a very specific subgenre some people call Igavania, and I love this game. It's wonderful. I think I actually prefer the soundtrack for this one over the sequel, Curse of the Moon 2, which we already played on this channel, because that one has co-op, and I wanted to play it with Seth, and that series turned out really great. If you guys haven't checked it out, there is a playlist on this channel, as all our series are eventually compiled into chronological playlists for you guys to binge if you'd like. This playthrough is also going to be a full playthrough, which means I'm gonna have to beat the game like 3 times, I think. I believe so. And there would be some spoilery stuff in the menus here. However, I did notice you can go ahead and just delete save data for certain games now on the Switch. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna do that so I can just start fresh. Because I would rather those particular elements of the game be a surprise for those of you who are unfamiliar. But yeah, to those of you who are unfamiliar with how much I love this game, it is kind of, this one and the sequel are by far my favorite like retro revival games ever, because these games are very much Castlevania. And see, it gives you like little hints. Clear the game under certain conditions to unlock this mode. So we have 2 unlockable play modes. So yeah, 3 3 playthroughs, actually maybe 4? It might be 4. I don't quite remember. But anyway, yeah, and the soundtrack is just banging. It's very much like an 8-bit style, but much more complexity in like the sprite work, a bunch of other things. And initially I wasn't going to play the Switch version because there were some glitches kind of exclusive to this version. Nothing game breaking, it's just for, you know, production quality, like, you know, visuals, gameplay, stuff like that. I wanted to make sure that I was like representing the game correctly, you know. So yeah, we got 2 different styles: Veteran, which is a retro style challenge, or Casual, where you have unlimited lives and there's no knockback. So I don't do that, so we're gonna go Veteran style because that's way better in my opinion. I was hoping that eventually... Oh, we have an intro, right. There once was a man who had been given the moon's curse by demons. That man was Zangetsu. Wrapped in crimson garb with eyes like fire, he relentlessly pursued the demons who cursed him. As he journeyed from one pit of darkness to another, he would stop at nothing until he struck down every last demon in his path. One night, he sensed the looming presence of a great demon. He swore to eradicate all demons, no matter how much of a threat they posed. Bathed in moonlight, he cried out as he drew his sword, which consumed the darkness from within its wretched steel. On that night, either the demons or the moon itself would feel the wrath of his blade. That's a weird way to say that, but yeah. It's basically our Castlevania 3 opening, I believe. It's kind of the same thing. It's very similar. There are a lot of similarities between this game and Castlevania 3, by the way, but yeah, this intro, man, it's so good. We got the train, we got the forest, we got like the crescent moon, we got going into a big old building here. It's a little bit Rondo of Blood. It's a little bit Symphony of the Night. It's a little bit Castlevania 3. It's very, very good though. And I'm so happy like Konami didn't like get butthurt about this whole thing, like about the Bloodstained games in general. But yeah, I've played this game like so many times, just like completing it is kind of second nature to me at this point. So yeah, I'm fairly certain I'm aware of like all the secrets. There might be like 1 or 2 I'm not familiar with, but that's about it. But yeah, for me personally, like, I used to prefer to play this with like, and I think I might still, but with like my Genesis pad. Because like my favorite Genesis pad for the Switch is also 8-bit though. They're M30 2.4G, which I really love that controller, but so it's a little bit different going from that to a Super Nintendo layout, but it still feels good. It's very nice. Like they both feel familiar and nostalgic, I guess, in a way. Anyway, I'm not sure what the deal is with the signs. I don't know if it's Zangetsu talking to himself or somebody that left a note, like this skeleton guy who's pointing over here, but it seems I can use sub-weapons with the X button. However, that would require weapon points, or WP. If I destroy lamps, perhaps I can find a magic potion to restore my weapon points, or WP. I also understand that different colored lamps contain various sub-weapons I can use. Even so, I remain devoted to the sword. Yeah, so like you could pick up other weapons, but you still will have your sword. So, to anybody that's also never played like a retro Castlevania game, I would highly recommend this be your first. Like, highly recommend. First of all, the quality is top-notch. And secondly, you can often pick this game up for like $5. Which, I mean, that is sale price, I believe. I think usually it goes for like 10 or 15. But I've seen it go on sale like tons of times. In fact, I think every time I bought this game, I've got it on sale. Oh wait, no, that's not true. The first time I bought it was on launch day on PlayStation? Or did I buy it on the Switch first? I don't remember. I think it was on PlayStation. Because yeah, like it's a bit more consistent on PSN, knowing like when something is going to be available for purchase. It's like, okay, yeah, it's at like midnight Eastern time. It'll release. Boom, it's there, you know. Nintendo kind of, you know, puts stuff on the eShop at like whatever time is cool for them, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how they, I don't know why they do that. It's kind of weird. Little rats. But yeah, this game is wonderful. Like, it's a game that does not hold your hand. Like, if you go in carelessly, you're gonna get wrecked. More than likely. And it's very much like original Castlevania rules. Like, you can't... Like, once you jump, you have a set trajectory. You can't, like, press a different direction and then, like, go that way in midair or, like, influence your jump. You can't, like, press down to drop faster or left to, like, jump not as far. So everything is very measured, everything is very fluid. And then you have these amazing boss fights. There's just like these beautiful pixel art set pieces, you know, and everything is like very, very measured. Again, to use the same term, redundantly. 5? Oh shit, I messed it up. There is time for 5. I just screwed it up. Well, 2 sets of 5. So like 10. Ah, crap. Messed that up. Alright, grab more shit. Incinerator. Let's just... There we go. Took a little damage, but it's all good. Alright, do your little... There we go. Come on, I know you're almost done. There we go. Yeah, every boss has like a final, like, I'm not done yet kind of attack. But there's always a way to avoid it. So if you're going for a no damage run, that is a thing that is possible. And of course, like whatever weapon points you have remaining, it just goes to your score, which is literally an arbitrary number. So, although I think you do get 1-ups in this game after like 50,000 points or something like that. I don't remember if that's how you get them. There are also 1-ups you can just grab throughout the stages, but yeah, let's go ahead and talk to this person. Thank you for saving me. Was it the demon's power you used to seal that beast? You're a shardbinder. That power can summon forth demons at will. I cannot allow that. Wait, it is true that I am a shardbinder. However, I have sworn to be ever righteous in my command of this power. I refuse to be used for evil. And show me the proof of that determination in battle. Miriam has become an ally. Which, in case you guys are unfamiliar, Miriam is the main character from Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. With new allies, it appears I can use L and R. I'm pretty sure this is Zangetsu talking to himself at this point. It appears I can use L, R buttons to switch places with them. No one is without strengths and weaknesses. If I make good use of my allies, I can traverse seemingly impassable terrain. Whenever I reach crossroads, I'll take the shortest path without fail. If I come to a fork in the path where I can't determine the shortcut, I'll follow the remains of fallen adventurers to lead me in the right direction. Each of my allies has their own stamina. If their health gets low, quickly switching places would be a wise idea. Each type of subweapon that appears when destroying lamps can only be used by a certain person, it seems. No one else can even pick them up. Which is true. Whip smash with the Y button. High jump with the B button. Slide. Alright. So we can fit under narrow areas and corridors. And yeah, her jump is a good deal higher than Zangetsu's. As you can see, Zangetsu can make it like, oh, I don't know, like 8 pixels above the sign here. And then Miriam can jump like a good 20. It's a lot higher. Of course, Zangetsu's like the exact same height as the sign, so he can jump his height and a little bit higher. Miriam is more like triple her height, but she's also a tiny bit shorter than Zangetsu, as you can see. But yeah, Miriam is kind of my favorite in this game. Because, like, yeah, her whip gives her, like, an amazing range. Plus, like, the slide is not super useful in combat, but she does have, like, the coolest sub-weapons. So that's her triple knives. For a good portion of the game, the triple knives are kind of the best. As far as, like, utility goes. Well, except for one that we're gonna get later, but that's all good. Let's see, we're at almost 20 minutes, so we definitely have time for this stage, and maybe one more? If we're going for like a 30-minute episode. I love this track. This track is so good. Alright. So for example, you would see this one and be like, okay, well, how am I going to deal with this? Because this guy's right there, I can't jump to that platform without taking damage. But yeah, Miriam's got the slide, so she can do shit like that. And I think this is a knife or a power thing for Zangetsu, so I don't think I want this one. Correct. And yeah, this one's just kind of tough to deal with if you don't. The upside to Zangetsu is his attack speed is much higher, so. Yeah, so it's just like 5 weapon points. Not even really worth taking him out. So this is the first, like, forked path, where the game gives you, like, the tools to go the other direction if you want. because Miriam can jump that. Zangetsu cannot. However, there is a little bit of backtracking in this game, depending on which areas you're going to. So I'm just going to check and see. Yep, that's my paper. Cool. That's like the holy water in previous games. It's very good, because you can just like toss it and it does like damage over time. It takes some health. But yeah, that's all I wanted down here, basically, and just checking to see if that was a breakable wall. Gonna go back up. And I don't think going left is an option. No, it's not. But yeah, you can jump onto stairs. However, you cannot jump off of stairs. But you can attack while on a staircase. Also, while you are on stairs, you do not take knockback damage. So that is a thing that is very helpful in certain situations. But yeah, there's a lot of like hidden mechanics in this game, kind of. And I'll kind of like get to those when they become relevant. But oftentimes, if you need a specific sub-weapon or tool to get past a puzzle or to get a secret, they'll just give it to you. So, just gonna check and see what that one is. It's health, which we don't need, and a knife, which I don't want. Okay, so for example, without spoiling anything, up there to the right, it is possible to get up there. But we don't have the tools right now to do so. And I believe this is also the knife? Yeah, I don't want that though. And I believe this is the magic paper or triple knives, which we already have, so it's all good. But yeah, it's really cool too, because like the entire game is also yeah, just gonna take that shot. It's also measured around Zangetsu. So it is possible to beat the entire game with just Zangetsu. And I believe that is required for one of the endings? I think. I'm not sure. And there is one specific sub-weapon for Miriam I want to get. That's not it. And we haven't seen it yet, but it'll be acquirable before the end of the stage. Ah, crap. Of course, since Miriam and Zangetsu have different jumps, it is very possible to jump with one character, switch to the other, and do stuff like that. I don't remember what this one is, but I think it's the, yeah, it's the triple knives. But yeah, with Zangetsu, basically the magic paper is his best one. The other great thing about Miriam's whip is that while it has a longer windup, it also has a active hitbox when you do use it. So you can kind of attack early. And I don't think there's anything special down here, I don't remember. This is like usually the way up from like an alternate path from earlier in the stage. So I think this is just a connecting path. Yeah, it's just a connecting path. Alright, yeah. Okay, they're two shots. So like that, you can easily like take out all the arrows in a volley from one of those guys. Just by attacking early. Whoops. And you can take out those guys with Zangetsu's whip or Miriam's triple knives. But it's kind of a waste if they don't drop anything like super good, so. And I'm trying to not use, wait, is this the one? That's the one. Okay, so this is Miriam's axe. It's most powerful sub-weapon in the game. And you can, like, it's a long wind-up, but you can, like, use it early and then, like, drop on an enemy like that. It's also required in certain situations for getting, like, certain secrets. Which, it was carried over into Curse of the Moon 2, in case you guys watched that series already. And, yeah, they had certain secrets like that in that game, so it's pretty cool. Ah, you bastard. I think there's more health? No? There's no more health? Okay. Isare. Yeah, I think we're gonna have time for one more stage. That's cool. Yep. Ah, barely missed. Oh, come on. Yep. Do your thing. Yeah, it took a big chunk of his HP. There we go. Yeah, he will basically always do his like swoop in, try to like smack you. So if you stay airborne, just jump repeatedly. Usually he'll go for the high part of your jump, and you know, when you're on the ground, he'll just miss. Really good. That I would be defeated by a demon. I have been thoroughly humiliated. I am Alfred, an alchemist. Alchemist? You use demons to fulfill your worldly desires. Every achievement requires a fair exchange. Even using demons is sometimes necessary. You have your own goals, correct? My power may be of use to even you. Your existence is unsettling to me, but your skills are not without value. I'll leave your head where it is for now. Alfred has become an ally. Yep. Alright, with new abilities, yeah. This is all the exact same thing. Alright, Buster Rod. It's like, the Buster Cannon. Buster something Buster? Big Buster Boo Bear? Mega Man. It's a Mega Man reference. Y button, use alchemy with the X button, uses weapon points. And that's Alfred's whole thing. Like, his attack sucks. It requires him to stay put for a sec, and there's even like a long cooldown. And short range, and it's not good. But his sub-weapons are the best in the game. So... But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, each stage is kind of like designed around specific characters. So like for the last one, that was like Miriam's stage that teaches you all of her stuff basically in different situations. This is Alfred's stage, which is very good for kind of like teaching you about his stuff. So Fire Shield is kind of the best thing. And you can switch after casting, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Oh, stop. Yeah, there's no health. Alright. We'll get Miriam more HP, it doesn't matter. Of course, up there is a path we can't get to yet, but all in good time. Yeah, we got like 5 minutes. We're fine. But yeah, those ceiling guys can really be a problem. Do I want... No, I don't want this. But is there a thing in here? Nope. Okay. And these guys, they can just shoot indefinitely, and they deal a lot more damage. So to get past these dudes, you basically need to use the fire shield. However, the fire shield does not destroy things that only are destroyed via impact. So like you can't break breakable blocks with them. So I'd clarify that real quick. And of course, we can't get up there, but we can later. So no worries here. And this is probably her triple knives, it is, but we can basically just use the fire shield now to deal with aerial enemies, so it doesn't particularly matter. And that's exactly what I'm going to do for this section. It's not going to disappear, right? No. And I did notice a thing over here, and I actually don't know offhand if it is indeed a secret. But yeah, you can sink pretty far into the sand without actually dying. Okay. I didn't think it was. Oh hey, there we go. I think that just gave me a life. So it's at 40,000 points? Or is it every 10,000? It might be 10,000. I'll keep an eye on it for... If I get another one up at 50,000, it's definitely 10,000. Got these spider box things, which are much less threatening in this game than in the sequel. And again, I could just use Fire Shield for this, but... which actually, for this guy, might be a good idea. Oh, never mind. He does pop out. Come on. Come on. Oh, he waits for you to turn around. That's tricky. Tricky, 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 tricky. And I don't have an aerial thing right now, so I can't get that. It's alright. I think it's just, points, I think. Just a large amount of points. We already got the one up, so that was like the big treasure there. And I don't remember if there's a thing here, if this is just like flavor, like set dressing. I don't know. Shit, I did not mean to do that. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Because dealing with those guys is kind of a problem, and I don't want to do it. Oh shit. Yeah. I also did not want to grab whatever this is. Yeah. Triple knives are good, but I'd rather have the axe. Oh, jeez. There we go. Got some HP from Miriam. And I'm actually gonna use Zangetsu because he's got the lower jump, which is more helpful right now. Probably could have made it there. It's all good. There we go. Okay. So good. Got some pointage. I guess Zangetsu needed some health, but all right, we'll get him. We'll get him. Get him all fixed up. Oh, and there's our another upgrade. This one is for maximum HP for the entire party. So as you can see, Miriam's goes to the end of the S in lives. Now it goes to the equal thing, like a couple more notches. And yeah, just everybody has more HP now, so very cool. And we already have all of the sub-weapons that we want, so I'm going to ignore all of these purple lamps. And of course we got the Medusa heads again. I mean, that first one kind of just took me by surprise, because I forgot they were here. Yeah, this boss is really cool. Severely underwhelming in Ritual of the Night, though. They didn't really, I don't know. It's not that great how they did it. I think it's faster to use that. Anyway, damaging the money also damages him, so the fire shield is very, very good here. Like, I'm pissed. Whoops. Oops. You seemed more excited that time. Oops. Rah! His face. He's just, no! My coins! Ah, shit. It's alright. It's just a little bit of damage. This room always reminded me of, I think it was Nito from Dark Souls 1. Like the area with like all the mass grave, basically, where you fight the skeleton guy. Curse Shardbinder, you carry the power of numerous demons, sorry. Very perceptive of you. I require the demon's power to achieve my revenge. At this moment our objectives align. Cooperation would be fruitful for us both. So be it. I'll let you continue breathing. For now. Jebel has become an ally. It's Alucard. It's basically Alucard. Is this the same spiel? Same shit? Mm-hmm. Same shit. And Summon Darkness with the attack button, and Immortal Metamorphosis with the X button, uses weapon points, like actively. And Siphon Blood Y during Metamorphosis uses weapon points. As well as Quick Ascend, up and Y during Metamorphosis, which is just cancel Metamorphosis, B during Metamorphosis. Yeah, so basically you can transform Oh, they don't give you infinite weapon points like they used to. Or no, in the sequel. Whenever you get a new thing. They're just like, yeah, just play around with it, have fun. Yeah. But yeah, Jebel is pretty great. So, on the next episode, we're gonna do the next stage. Which is, stage 4? Yeah. Blasphemy into Heaven. Which I thought we'd have a thing where we can do the stuff. Is he gonna respawn? Can we just chill here for a little bit? Oh crap, we did get to 50,000 points. Did we get a 1-up or... No, we had 8 lives before, right? It might be every 20,000, I don't know. 40,000. I don't know. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll be good here. Oh. Anyway, thank you all for being here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon for the Nintendo Switch, everybody's favorite platform. But yeah, it's a wonderful game. If you don't have it yet, if you're a fan of anything like these games, or Castlevanias, Metroidvanias, Shovel Knight, Hollow Knight, anything like that, like, pick it up. Especially if you see it go on sale, like, yeah, it goes on sale for $5 pretty often. So, anyway, before we get going, of course, a very special thank you going out to the Farts and Crap Show members, specifically the member who chose this series, Novalis Draconis. Thank you so much for your continued support, checking out that join button down below, choosing to support the show a bit more directly. Greatly, greatly appreciate that, and if you guys want to be awesome like Novalis Draconis, you know, the join button, it's right there. It's right next to the subscribe. Just so you know, it is a paid membership. We have a tier that starts at $3 a month where you can get in on the Retro Classics deciding thing. And then there's a more expensive one if you want to be more generous, but if you know, only if you can swing it. Like, seriously. We appreciate it. But yeah, don't worry about it if you can't swing it. But anyway, see you guys later. Have a beautiful day. Until next time, take care.